Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Lies of P. In the last episode, we finished up the central station and a little bit of the plaza, and I tested out what that new whatever the freak you call it does. It basically it's a 30-minute speed boost for the gold tree. So for the next half hour, which is basically going to be this episode, I'm going to be getting a lot more gold fruit faster. It's nice. I just don't really use them that much. You can see I have 49 gold fruit. I believe at one time you could carry 99 gold fruit. Did I say 99? I said 43. I meant 43. You know what I mean. Anyway, in this next episode, this current episode, I'm going to... Jesus Christ, I can't talk. We're going to be going to the next area. I upgraded the Molnir coil sword, or hammer, actually, to a level of 8. That is probably going to be the last base game weapon I level up to that point. There's probably like one or two other weapons I'm thinking about leveling up to a good high point, but I really just... Honestly, the Molnir Blade and Puppet Ripper is all I need for base game. And I already had a technique crank on there, so I don't need to worry about that. Let's just get the fuck through this and not deal with these freaking rats. So far, they're not really following us that much, so I'm not mad with that. Before we go that way, I want to make sure these guys stay. This guy's coming for us. I think the Prowler is kind of stuck. Come on, guys. Alright, let's get away from this. Yeah, they fart out a smoke cloud, and that can, that stacks up disruption. What did you do? How did you stagger me out of my fucking charge, bro? Christ. I know. Okay. Mastering the guard. I was a fatty like you once, and then I mastered the sword. Okay, I'm sorry. That was so cringe. Oh my god. What am I gonna do with myself? This is why, first off, I like being by myself during the morning and stuff. It's kind of how it is, but this is why I don't live by myself. I could not handle it. Alright, we got a big boy enemy coming up, so, yeah, this is what I picture customers when they're mad about, like, getting the wrong item at a restaurant. They're just like, got mad that his Taco Bell burrito, I know that doesn't say Taco Bell, but he's mad that his burrito didn't have, it was just nothing but sour cream. That happened to me once, by the way, at Taco Bell. I hated sour cream for like a year after that. That's how much I disdained it. Not anymore. I do very much enjoy sour cream, but not a lot. It happened again recently, actually, too, which is kind of funny, but thankfully my taste is not like it. God, why did you just sit there and take it? Alright. Back up. Going into a rush attack. Okay. Nice. Stagger. One more attack should do it, yeah. Legion! I was like, wait, he's still alive? So he had a sword arm, which is gone, and a tusk. Oh my god. Imagine having teeth like that. It's like a hippo and an elephant had a baby. I don't want to see what that looks like. Please never send me... you really can't. I don't even have a Twitter anymore. They shut down my Twitter page, and I'm calling it Twitter, but yeah, they shut down my Twitter page. I'm like, what did I have to do for that? Was I just inactive? Frackin' son of a pelican. I don't know. Actually, that does make others think first, and I'll explain what I just remembered. Nice. That might be able to get us our hammer up to +9 now. There's this meme I was into a while back. It's not really a meme. Well, it is. It's pictures of pelicans trying to eat things that are way too big. And a few of my favorites were one trying to eat a giraffe. The giraffe was looking at it like, you're not, you're no, no, no. A pelican trying to eat another pelican. A pelican trying to eat a cat, which was kind of sad because it could have actually feasibly eaten a cat. Pelicans are unhinged. They're like one of the most fucked up animals of all time. They will basically, if it fits, they eat it. They can eat anything that could fit in that bill of theirs, and unfortunately that includes small animals. So if you ever go to a beach with pelicans with a small dog or cat, not that I would, um, keep an eye on them. Don't let those birds near them, but sadly, not sadly, but thankfully there was somebody nearby to grab the bird and get that cat away from the bird, so thankfully nothing bad happened, but I can't really say that about another video I unfortunately had to see, but rest in peace, Kitty. Hopefully it got away and the video just cut out there, and that was the one I'm thinking of, but God forbid. My favorite, and the one that will make you guys actually excited, a pelican being arrested by a police officer. It was inside the back of a car. The pelican was looking out the window like, what do I do? I'm just a bird. It was cute. I don't like pelicans that much, though. I'm not a crazy bird person. I like owls and some, like, really nice streamlined birds, like eagles and hawks, but, like, I don't really care for a lot of the other birds. I think some of them are kind of hideous. I know nature made it that way, but, like, my lord.
I don't suppose you'd like to buy anything? Sorry. I've been on my own so long, my sales pitch is a little rusty. Hard to engage in trade when you're fleeing from monsters. Even if the abnormal has become normal, the living must live. Buy something, and you'll help both of us.
So this one, we can now buy a Legion caliber, which could be kind of useful. I'm not going to waste my money on that right now, but it could be useful. A shovel, a military shovel weapon. Buy this for completion purposes, and we can buy some upgrades to our converters. It's been a while since we've seen any of these, huh? It's actually kind of crazy. I'm going to sell all these I can so I can afford those converters. I don't think I need to sell another one, but I will just in case. And then we'll buy the convert. Nice, we just have enough. I'll buy these. They're probably the best item here. I don't need... I'll buy this down the road. I'm not going to do it on screen or anything like that, but... Wait, I only have one? Okay, so we're saving up for this. I only have one. I thought I had more. Um, yeah, I definitely want to get these, so that's pretty nice. And the rest of these are kind of just useless items I don't want. I don't remember the shovel being that worth it. But let's check out those converters, yo. So this is electric resistance. This is radiation resistance. So that's... Oh, not radiation. Fire resistance. And this is acid resistance. So I can't equip these. Crud. But I could equip this. I'm going to be equipping this real quick just so I have some resistance to more acid stuff since that's what we're dealing with at the moment. But I'll upgrade to this the minute I'm capable of. So, for right now, you should have these three, which are the weaker versions. You start with this one, so that's a given. You should have these medium ones, the Belford ones. So you should have the Workshop, the Belford Union. Sorry, Workshop Union, the Belford, and then the LADA large capacity trio. If you don't have all three of them in each category, you miss something. For this, you should have the Belford. You should have two of each. I purchased these earlier, so yeah, that's a given. And then you should have up to the 5th one of these, not counting the one you start with. That being said, that could actually help allow me to, yeah, just for sacrificing a little bit of damage. I forgot I could just straight up do this. I'll go with acid resistance. And can I equip this? No. I'm gonna have to de-equip another one, huh? Yeah, no. I already sacrificed enough. I think I'm happy with this. Alright, we're ready. Thank you, my friend. Collapsing Crot. The earthquakes we have been feeling since before the Hunter, the Green Hunter, has been this devastation. Shit is happening to the world, and now the streets of Crot are basically destroyed. You know, this game is technically based on Italy, but it's also a little bit of France. I think so. Reminds me a lot about the first portion of Expedition 33. In that game, the world is basically fucked, and France has been fractured in that game. Granted, I don't know the exact extent to it and the reason for it, because I only started playing the game yesterday, so no spoilers, please, but yeah, I just wanted to make that connection. They have a similar vibe. I'm gonna go rest. I forgot to rest. Oh my god. I'm such a dumbass. Okay. I'm not a dumbass, man. I gotta stop being so hard on myself. I'm sorry. I know I keep saying that. I know. And I know I keep saying I don't want to garner sympathy, and I know people are probably like, then why do you keep doing it? Old habits die hard, okay? I'm weird. I mean, we're only like 10, 12 minutes in, so let's continue playing. I have no reason not to.
Whoa. This used to be the workshop's transportation base, close to Krot's central station. Maybe that's why the puppets were so hell-bent on attacking the place during the frenzy. But I didn't see it myself. I didn't know the scale of it all. So let's add that earthquake to our list of strange and bizarre happenings in Krot and we'll keep moving.
Print out a receipt. So these crystals produce disruption, and I believe they're permanently destructible. I don't know if they respawn or not. It's been a long time. Kill these things fast. I would recommend definitely just running up and slashing these. Disruption is a bit slow on their part, so we don't... Yo, can we please not win? Oh my god. Okay, he did it too. And I got a back attack on him. We're even. Enjoy your fall. These things you could lock onto, so if you have falcon eyes, you can shoot them with range, but I walk up to it and slash it a few times. It's not a big deal. Just be careful with strafing and stuff. Stuff that makes you fall around, be careful. Lover's letter. Alright, I want to make sure that bar goes down. I thought that was an enemy. I'm like, oh god, oh shit. I very much do believe if you... God, I hate how I keep repeating that. So, if you defeated Victor, or Champion Victor, I keep getting... I want to say Victor Champion. If you defeated Champion Victor and you didn't choose the amulet and got the sword, this is the area that the NPC that wants it is in. We'll get there eventually, but just... You know, for completion purposes, you just want to keep that in mind. I'm hoping that quest doesn't drop anything super interesting, like a record. I really... you know, I just don't want to deal with the consequences in that case. I'm going to keep going straight forward. Although, we have a new enemy type. I want to call these things hybrids. We've been kind of encountering them a lot throughout the central station, but they're really just carcass enemies inside of a puppet shell. Nothing more, nothing less. I think they have, of course, more bulk and offense, but that's about it. Alright, reduce that. That guy, if you go past, I believe it's that one above my head, the yellow crystal, that thing is going to come after you, so just keep that in mind. Alright, I want to get away from that stone. Come over here. This thing's definitely the largest type of enemy we could get over here with. I know you can also zoom forward and attack the crystal. Very easy way to dispatch. I don't know if it counts as an enemy technically. I think it's more of an obstacle. Alright, I don't want to go there quite yet. I want to go here to the left. There's going to be some prowlers in this area, I remember. Yeah. Hello. Can you please perhaps hit the enemy in the face? Thank you. Come again. Okay. I apologize. I know that was a bit dicey. I wasn't going for that. All right. The fog these guys fart out are more toxic than the crystals, so just FYI. Well, we'll wait for the clouds to disperse before we move on with destroying the last crystal. It's not the last, but we're almost to that. Feels really good, by the way, man. The satisfaction. I don't know if it's just my controller, but I really think this game could really pull off some fun, dynamic, like how the certain games you could feel the controller like vibrate and stuff, like Ghost of Tsushima. God, I love Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't played the new Ghost game yet, and I probably won't for some time. I heard it's kind of a mixed bag. People either really like it or really don't, and I don't think it's a contender for Game of the Year, but that's also from what I've heard. A lot of opinions about those kinds of games, though. They could be, let's just say interesting. I'm not really all for a lot of stuff like that. My philosophy when it comes to games is, if I enjoy it, great. If I don't, great. Moving on. I want to say... Alright, moved ahead too fast, too far ahead. I want to say this is where that NPC for the, that sword would be. I want to get the name of that sword so I could read out the full quest for you guys, but I don't know. I don't think he spawns without the sword in our possession. I forgot the name of it. Actually, I could do that real quick. I forgot I could just look up the name of the enemy. Champ. Victor with an O, not an E. I grew up with a guy named that. I don't know why. I won't specify more. Moving on. I know you're not supposed to use a lot of real names for people. Okay, search results, nothing, really. Right, bosses, champion Victor, champion Victor, champion Victor. There you are. Ugly bastard, you. Reborn Champions, Ergo. Great name, by the way. Frozen Feast. So, yeah, so there's a cryptic vessel we're getting in this area. I'll explain it more when we get that item. I think you can still, excuse me, I believe you can still get that vessel regardless, but you miss out on a reward. That's basically what I'm reading here. Alright, so don't have to worry about that right now. Thanks for letting me look that up, guys. I understand I just wasted the rest of this video. Oh, now the page loads. It actually genuinely loaded right when I looked it up on a different page. Uh, excuse me. With that being done, and I'm sorry for the last minute being just waste, I'm going to end the video off here in the next video right away. I'm going to be continuing further into the abandoned crat, or collapsed crat. God, I can't do it. I'll see you guys.